set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at
the last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
That's That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to look deep for his running back goal. And got his man complete. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 87 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tua to try again on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability. And go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. He's trying to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Can you please try to calm him down, so? Because she keeps calling. I said, calm him down. She was like, your son, 1-year-old.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't feel hard. I said, because I'm at work. Bentley is not there. Nobody's there.
What she's
So
talking about?
she was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no, I'm dead serious.
Tua now on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Complete to Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
So stop.
2nd down and 3.
I was mad as hell, like, 'cause it was like,
And he's going to be met at
She
the
like,
line of
fuck,
scrimmage and
big
taken
money,
down.
man. Like, who
That
ain't nobody
time,
up here, like.
with a third and about 3 to go.
How fast he be walking.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's taking out to go cuss this bitch out too, man. Even when I see this bitch outside, bro, I'm like, damn, you that lane up gonna call up that lie and say he's making noise. He's not even fucking home.
52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taken down. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Wow, that's crazy.
35-yard line.
2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The second-year man Locke to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I can't believe she.
Now the Broncos with ticket acquisition. It's Melvin Gordon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Locke. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's going to be taken down.
There, like, only ones is there is Trent.
So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Broncos 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. Got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Andre Diggs on the tackle.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tua going to run the sneak, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Where you trying to go either, bro?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is caught. It's Parker. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Lindsey, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Locke to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 27. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now an open man. It's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
She was like, that ain't no gift. I said, shit. Yes, it is. How much that shit cost?
2 and now on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And it's second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up second and
so line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he finds Parker here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 16 yards, a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
27-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bro, like she corny as fuck, like.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
His kick is good.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Locke trying again after the pick six. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
They ignorant. Nah, they just put that track on another beat.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And here he's got Graham. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Locke again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Between the radio,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You don't even play it as much, and that's your favorite song. Well, one of your songs you listen to.